Hi, everyone. My name is Erica Matco, and I am the Coordinated Entry Regional Manager for the South Central Region. And today I'm going to walk you through a Category 2 shelter-only enrollment. All right, so I am currently logged into the training environment here in Client Track. Again, when you originally log in, it's going to take you to your Home tab. We do need to get to the Client tab, so if you select the Home tab up here, it'll bring up the carousel. You're going to click on the Clients tab. Again, when you originally log in, it's going to bring up that last client that you were previously in. So for the purpose of this training, I'm going to search to find if the client that I was speaking with is already in the system. Again, you want to search, by first three, last three, or first three of the first name and first three of the last name. Then you can always check, the social security number. Okay. At this point, I've determined that this individual is not in HMIS already. So to begin my shelter only category 2 shelter only enrollment, you're going to go to the menu button. You're going to click on the coordinated entry menu if it's not already brought down. And then you're going to select the CE homeless intake. Just a reminder, for those of you, when you are completing a Category 2 shelter-only enrollment, this enrollment is only used when an individual or a household is only interested in shelter referrals and they're losing their housing within 14 days or less. The example I like to give for this type of enrollment is you may have someone state that they are being evicted from their apartment due to a lease violation, and they're not interested in any prevention referrals, but just want a shelter referral. Another example could possibly be that maybe they're staying with friends or family and they have to be within 14 days or less. At that time, they're still doubled up, so they wouldn't qualify for a full intake. So they could, and they're not interested in any prevention referrals. All right, so again, we clicked on the menu button, we selected the CE homeless intake. The first question that's going to populate is this client fleeing domestic violence and requesting an anonymous intake? For the purpose of this, we're going to select no. We already searched for our client using the search tool. So we're going to add a new client. What's going to happen is it's still going to search for the client to see if they are in HMIS already. Let's determine this person is not in here. All right, so we're just going to go through the basic client information. You're going to fill out all of their basic client demographics. Just going to go through this real quick, put a date of birth in. So their ethnicity, race, gender, if they have any military service. And then we'll also collect their contact information. Remember, always select whether or not it's safe to contact that number. If you know it's safe to text that phone number also, you can put that down there as well. And then if they give you permission to share, then we're going to hit finish. Again, this is very similar to a full CE intake. The only difference is that we won't complete a visa at the end. You're going to enter in any other household members right here under the family members section. This is a single adult only household. So Princess Peach is our only household member. We're going to hit save and close. And this is where we're going to select the project. So you'll see you have two different project options: the Connect to Home Eastern PA Coordinated Entry option, and then the Connect to Home CE Shelter Referrals Only Category 2. We are going to select that enrollment. You're going to select the household members that are going into that enrollment, and then you're going to click Save. We're going to go through the universal data assessment, go through the disabling condition question, the client's current living or prior living situation, say a rental with no ongoing housing subsidy. Did you stay less than 7 nights? No. I've been there for 1 year or longer. It's going to bring up your triage assessment, your assessment location, the type of contact. Again, just double check your household type is correct. This is a household without children. Then it's going to ask for the current living situation. So I'm still in my rental with no ongoing housing subsidy. Is the client going to have to leave their current living situation within 14 days? Yes. So has a subsequent residence been identified? No. Does the individual or family have resources or support networks to obtain other permanent housing? No. Has the client had a lease or ownership interest in a permanent housing unit in the last 60 days? Yes. And has the client moved 2 or more times in the last 60 days? No. You can always enter a location detail if it's necessary or if you feel that it's needed. So the county or the zip code where you slept last night. So we know that they're in Hollidaysburg, which is in Blair County. Find it. And so then you'll go through, you'll ask them the county that they slept in last night and then the zip code. It's really, really important that we collect both the county and the zip code, especially if they're being placed, or because it helps with reporting. Does the individual have a mental health diagnosis? No. County where the assistance is preferred. Blair. Again, if they're interested in shelter in other counties, we can also select those counties as well. We don't need to answer the number of bedrooms needed. Do you have a serious medical condition, including a heart condition, lung disease, diabetes, cancer, renal failure, kidney disease, severe obesity, asthma, HIV or AIDS, COVID-19, or are you pregnant? Yes. And are you currently living with or trying to leave an intimate partner who you are afraid of or who threatens you? Again, if this was a DV record, we should be going through a full CE intake. And that answer should always be yes. But since we're just going through the shelter only enrollment, we're going to put no. Hit save. Once you hit save, it's going to ask you if you want to complete a housing needs assessment. This is going to be no. Again, we're not doing a full CE intake. This person does not meet category 1 or category 4, had homelessness, so we are going to select no. It's going to bring it up. It's going to say you're done. And then you're going to hit finish. Once you see, or once it takes you back to the client's dashboard, just double check, make sure that it's showing the enrollment and that the project start date's on there and that it's currently active. After you complete the enrollment for shelter referrals only, you will then send out all appropriate referrals to all appropriate shelter referrals, whether that be in HMIS or non-HMIS referrals. Remember, for non-HMIS referrals, you're going to provide them with a contact person and a phone number, an address to that shelter if they're not in HMIS. And then once you've completed your referrals, you'll add your appropriate coordinated entry and take note. If you have any further questions regarding the shelter only, category 2 shelter only enrollment, please reach out to your regional manager.